Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Favorite pastime besides YouTube? It's a vibe. And how's the married life? It made a lot of sense logistically to just get married, but if it's costing you your peace, it's too expensive. Guys, I cried so hard in that bathroom. Not sure about this lighting today, but we will get through it. We will rebuild. I am on my way to go get gas, and today I was gonna do like a sit down chit chat video. Today I was gonna like do my makeup with you guys and like really kiki, but then I was like, you know what? We haven't gone on a drive together. We haven't bonded together. And today just felt like we should rekindle that. Today should be that day. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's just do it, guys. Let's talk about our sponsor. Let's thank today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you in partnership with Upside. If you guys haven't heard of Upside, you guys, we are in an inflation situation. We are in a gas situation, but thanks to apps like Upside, which I am so obsessed with Upside, you guys. I use it all the time, especially when I'm driving either my husband's truck. Right now I'm driving the handy dandy Prius because my car is getting seen right now. Personally, for me, I love Upside because I love treating myself to a drink almost every single time I get in a car. And apps like Upside make it easy for me to still be able to treat myself because I still feel like I'm using my money responsibly. And with Upside, I get cash back on everything from dining, getting gas, and buying groceries. Can I get an amen in the chat? Like, just type in an amen. Like, go ahead and do it because amen. So I'm literally about to open my Upside app right now because this is how you do it, you guys. You literally just go to your Upside app. It shows you your little fuel offers. You tell it what you want to do, either gas, restaurants, groceries. I'm actually gonna go get gas. So my top nearby offers are literally right here. I'm gonna go ahead and claim one, open in maps, and then go. So let's go. To get started, download the free Upside app, use my promo code Gloria to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Then you claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside, then pay as usual with a credit or a debit card, follow the steps in the app, and get paid. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon, which is my personal favorite. I'm obsessed with Amazon. And that's how easy it is, ladies and gentlemen. You just download the app, put in your information, claim your rewards, then you get cash monies in your account. Like, literally, rest safe and know that Upside doesn't sell your information to any third party. They know your information is vital and they want to build a trusting relationship with you. Like, there's a reason why the app is so highly rated, you guys. It has a 4.8 rating. It's bomb. And also because Upside users are earning like hundreds of dollars a year just by using the app. And it's so simple, so easy, fuss-free. Again, download the app, use code Gloria. Trust me, this is an app you're never gonna get rid of and you're not gonna regret the download. Just trust me. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the Q&A portion of this video because again, I really just want to catch up with you guys. I feel like we haven't had like a kiki session, a let's just talk session. I feel like I've done a Q&A, but the last one I did was just about my boob job and I was like doing my makeup and like doing other stuff and I haven't really just sat down and like talked and connected with you guys, and I really feel like we owe it to ourselves to just have that moment where we're like, hey, how you doing? You good? Let's go ahead and jump into the questions. Favorite pastime besides YouTube? My favorite pastime beside YouTube is working at a coffee shop, whether that be writing, whether that be reading, whether that be editing. I find so much peace and so much comfort being alone and working alone at a coffee shop. I don't know what it is. There's something about coffee shop vibes. I 100% believe in that. Like, as a fact, like I know that there's something to working at coffee shops that makes you 3 times more productive. I don't know if it's like the energy in the air that there's always somebody else also working or reading or writing and you're doing something creative. It's a vibe. Makeup recommendations for those of us who wear glasses 24/7. This is such a good question. I will say that if you are somebody who wears glasses, glasses do place a shadow on your eyes. So wear a brightening concealer. Like, really focus on wearing a brightening concealer or color correct because they throw a shadow on your eye that does make it look like you have dark circles when you're wearing glasses, even though you are wearing makeup. So definitely focus on a more brightening concealer and set with a powder, set very well. That way, even if you have an indent mark from the glasses, it fades away within 5 minutes. Like, it's still like perfectly in place. And I will say, this is just a hard fact of life. So there's two different kind of glasses. The glasses that sit on your nose with the actual molding of the glasses. And then there's the glasses that have those like two little like ovally things. You're screwed. There's nothing on God's green earth, at least right now, that I have found that prevent indentation marks to be permanently left with those. So I will say, if you are looking for frames, look for the kind that are just like the plastic molds over your nose, and the ones that like they perfectly fit over your nose. That way you're not constantly moving them, because that does disrupt your makeup. But if you guys buy the one with like the oval little like pedestal ones, like it's a wrap. It is simply a wrap. This is such a great question. How's the married life? Does it feel exactly the same, or have you noticed differences? Okay. So I noticed a difference, like when we got, I don't want to call it engaged, but when we decided that we wanted to get married and that we wanted to take that step, which it literally was like maybe 5 days. We decided to get married watching 90 Day Fiancé, and I was the one that kind of came up with the idea because it was more of a security thing. We're very much in love. Like, let me get that out of the way. Like, we're very much in love and we wanted to get married, like to get married. But it also was like, we have kids. We want our kids to be secure. Taxes are a thing. And it made a lot of sense logistically to just get married. So with saying that, those like 5 days where we were like planning the wedding, I will say like those days, there was like butterflies. Like, I couldn't believe that I was gonna get married. Like, it kind of hit me really hard that I was like, I'm getting married to this man. Like, this is my forever. It was something that was very warm, and there was something that was so special about those like 5 days of being engaged. That's why I tell everybody who gets engaged, like, enjoy your engagement, because those first few months, I'm assuming, or those first few weeks, whatever that you have, they have to be so much more precious, because I'm thinking about what I felt, only like magnetized. I don't think that anything changed once we got married, because we already lived together, we already have kids, we already had a routine, and everything kind of stayed the same. I will say though, it's very nice to call him my husband and people not be like,
why do you say that when you're not even married?
Because now it's legit. Best advice given to you about taking care of your mental health. This is a great question. The best advice that I have ever been given, it's so simple, it's stupid, but if it's costing you your peace, it's too expensive. Repeat after me, guys. If it is costing you your peace, it is too expensive, and just cut it out of your life. You shouldn't be able to afford it. You shouldn't want to afford it. You shouldn't want to have to find a way to manage it and afford it. If it is costing you your peace, it is too expensive. So just get rid of it. If somebody in your life is costing you your peace, either get rid of that person, or if that person is, let's say, a parent or a sibling, just make peace with the fact that you are just going to have to enjoy that person in small spurts. And there are just moments where you guys are just not going to click, and just be at peace with that. Be okay with setting boundaries and telling yourself, like, this person cost me my peace. So I will say that is one of the most vital pieces of information that I've ever gotten. What's the best and the worst part of being a Capricorn for you? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. I am a Capricorn, is a Capricorn. I'm a double Capricorn. When I tell you, like, it is such a blessing and a curse to be a Capricorn, because there's just no way in life that I'm not gonna succeed. And I know it's because of the fact that I'm very stubborn, I'm very tenacious, I don't know when to give up, I don't ever give up, I don't know how to physically fail at anything. If I don't figure it out one way, I will find another way, and I don't give up. But that's also what's made me a workaholic. It has been what has made me not the most social person. And even when I am social, like, for me, maintaining friendships, it's not that it's hard, it's just that I really do have to find people that are okay with, like, not having somebody who's like, I'm not saying I'm not always available for my friends, because I am. Like, if you really need me, like, I'm there for you. I feel like I'm a very good friend in that aspect. Like, I'm there to give you advice, I'm there to help you, and I'm there to steer you in a very unbiased but loving but very assertive way. But I'm definitely not the friend that texts back all the time. I'm definitely not the friend that's always available to go get brunch or coffee, because I am a workaholic, and 9 times out of 10, if I don't choose work, I choose my family, and then comes everything else. That has made me kind of a hermit. I think that's one of the worst things about being a Capricorn, is you do turn into such a workaholic, and it very much distances you from people. But I wouldn't change it for the world. There's no other sign I would rather be, because I love, at the end of the day, I love that I'm a Capricorn. I love a routine. I love working. I love creating. I love having this mindset of mine that keeps me successful. Like, if I'm being frank, it keeps me very successful. It keeps me very disciplined. I believe that, self-discipline is actually self-love, and and it is something that I love about myself. Ooh, how do you handle all the current recent events in your life while staying calm and not stressing? Oof. With everything that's been happening with Jameson's diagnosis, for those of you guys that don't know, I posted a video a few videos back that Jameson was recently diagnosed with autism and Autumn was recently diagnosed with ADHD. And this all happened in the spurt of like maybe 2 weeks where we got both kids' diagnoses. And this was also happening while Brandon was kind of adjusting to his new property. A lot of other things were happening behind the scenes in our private life, like with family stuff. So a lot of stuff was happening in the spurt of like a few weeks. Also, I mentally was in a great place, but also in a very horrible place where I've never experienced imposter syndrome in my life. I've never experienced like not feeling good enough until earlier this year. And it was hard. Earlier this year, very late last year, I started feeling like, what am I even doing with my life? Am I even good enough to do this? Like my confidence was rocked. And I've never experienced anything like that. I don't want to sound like I grew up very spoiled because I didn't, but I've always had something inside of me that was very unshakable that was like, you're going to make it and you're going to be just fine. I don't know why, but it definitely was tested. And then with everything going on, I set such high goals for myself this year. And then we got the diagnosis of our kids and it really rocked me. I was so honed in on like Jameson and like, what are we going to do? And then with Autumn, and there was a part of me that was like, I should just focus on my kids and quit YouTube and quit my career altogether. But then I was thinking about like how useless I'm going to be for my kids if I'm not happy. Like they're just gonna have a ghost of me, you know what I mean? But there was a lot of stuff that was like brought up and there was a part of me that was being so tested and I could just feel it, like the universe was like really testing me. When I went to the coffee shop that day, I literally will never forget this day. I think this has become a core memory. There was a note on the bathroom and I think I even used it in one of my Instagrams, like photo dumps, but it was like, you're gonna be okay. And the second I saw that, you guys, I cried so hard in that bathroom. I went back to the table, I sat down, I journaled, and I remember just walking out of that coffee shop again 10 times later. Like it was the universe telling me like, hey, a lot of stuff has gone down, but you're gonna be okay. You're doing great. You don't have to quit anything. Yes, you're gonna have to figure some stuff out, but you're going to be okay. And that's how I get through it, guys. I just tell myself, you have to, and you're gonna be just fine. At the end of the day, everything is temporary. I feel like the universe doesn't give you anything you really can't handle, if that makes any sense at all. That's how I go it, guys. That's how I go through it. That's how I see things. And honestly, I feel great. How is Autumn and Jameson doing? I'm going to make this probably like my last question because I definitely have to go. My battery's dying, but Autumn is doing great. Autumn is in therapy. She's doing amazing. She's doing wonderful. She loves it. Brandon and I were so nervous about her starting therapy because she did not want it. Like, I think she has this idea of therapy being boring, but we found a child psychologist who's amazing and we are all communicating so much better as a family and she's all about it. Like, she actually enjoys going to therapy, which was like just such a great blessing. Jameson is doing wonderful. Like Jameson is doing great. He is still the light of our lives. Has always had great eye contact with me, but I think he's just developing better eye contact with everybody and he is babbling a lot more. He's not necessarily talking, but he's strengthening those muscles. I feel, again, there's a gift in everything. There's a positive in everything. I definitely feel like he is progressing and we are getting him into a program where he is going to be seen by specialists and he's going to have his, I think, ABA therapy and occupational therapy, and he's already in speech therapy. So he's doing amazing. And I think Brandon and I are stronger than ever because, again, I feel like there's a gift in everything, guys. And when we got the diagnosis of our kids, it definitely strengthened our relationship instead of breaking our relationship. I feel like our connection for a while, it definitely dimmed because we were focused on the kids, but I think we're back where we're like actively choosing to make time for each other, even if it's just 30 minutes on the couch watching TV, holding each other's hands. Like that for us is probably our favorite part of the day, is when both the kids are asleep and we're like not tired, but we're tired. So we're like maybe 30 minutes of a TV show. Sometimes we get an hour. Even in those 30 minutes, I feel like we connect a lot. We touch base a lot with each other. We call each other a lot. We text each other. We're in constant communication, not just about our kids, but I think we ask about each other a lot more as well. I think as a family, we're doing very well. So all good things. I want to thank everybody who submitted questions. You guys are amazing. I feel so good just kind of keeping you guys updated and keeping you guys in the loop of everything that's going on. If you guys have any more questions, put them in the comment section down below because I'm gonna be down there for sure responding. Again, keeping this open communication going because I feel like we're doing good with it, guys. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.